To the campus of Trinity Baptist College in Jacksonville, Florida. We are getting ready for the NCCAA Division II South Region Men's Soccer Championship game between the Bruins of Bob Jones University and the Eagles from Pensacola Christian College. Before we begin, we'd like to ask everyone to please stand for prayer and our national anthem. Lord Father, we give you all the praise and all the glory for the talents you've given these young men. And as always, Lord, we ask you to keep everyone safe on the field, free from harm or injury. Protect our officials and our fans as well, Lord. Bless all the teams as they travel back home for safe travel. And Father, number one, especially as we go into Thanksgiving season, help us remember to give you the praise and the glory and to worship our Lord and Savior. In your name we pray. Amen. And now, the starting lineups for our championship men's soccer game. First, for the Eagles, number 2 seed in the tournament and number 3 in NCCAA Division II. Number 4, Clint Peterson. Number 6, Luke Michaelis. Number 8, Chase Hawkins. Number 12, Raymond Rhodes. Number 15, Giovanni Pagliao. Number 17, Matthias Lee. Number 19, Lorenco Goncalves. Number 20, Gabe Burton. Number 21, Grant Baker. Number 22, Dakota Barkis. And the goalkeeper, number 1, Adam Lund. And the starting lineup for the Bruins of Bob Jones University, number 1 seed in the tournament and number 1 in NCCAA Division II. Number 2, Ryan Bolt. Number 3, Matthias Bellotti. Number 6, Dallas Albert. Number 7, Peter Waddy. Number 9, Ian Arenzi. Number 10, Mario Figueroa. Number 15, Luke Morcos. Number 18, Gashi Lariche. Number 23, Conley Burke. Number 27, James McCarty. And the goalkeeper, number 1, Chris Manchewski. And good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Talon Field on the campus of Trinity Baptist College for the NCCAA Division II South Region Championship matchup between two of the top 3 teams in the NCCAA Division II in the entire country. The number 1 seed and number 1 team in Division II, Bob Jones University Bruins, against the number 2 seed and number 3 team in the nation, Pensacola Christian College. I'm Ray Bureau. Dean is on camera here this morning into the afternoon. And then later on, around 1:30, we're going to be bringing you live the Volleyball South Region Championship, also between Bob Jones and Pensacola Christian. As you see, we are underway. Bob Jones wearing the Baby Blues. They're the number 1 seed in the home team. Pensacola Christian wearing the Royal Blues with the white trim and the numbers. We already had one ball head toward the goal. We have 2 of the best goalkeepers in the entire country out there on the field. Adam Lund for Pensacola Christian, 1,575 minutes. He's allowed 25 goals and saved 95. Chris Monshewski for Bob Jones University in 1,080 minutes in the net has allowed just 7 goals all season, and he has saved 27. So this matchup underway, again, between 2 of the top 3 teams in the entire nation. Bob Jones finished the regular season at 10-4-1 and 3 wins, no losses in South Region play before defeating Trinity Baptist College 4-0 on Thursday after Trinity Baptist defeated Toccoa Falls College 4-1 in the 4-5 matchup on Wednesday. The Bruins have 15 different men who have scored goals this season, and there's a first shot attempt for the Pensacola College Eagles, and saved by Chris Monshewski. Bob Jones has scored 42 goals, including the 4-0 win on Thursday. They have allowed only 9 all season. They have scored 14 in South Region competition, including this tournament, and have allowed absolutely no goals. The Bruins have an 18.8 shots per game average. 52.8% of them are on goal, and they have a shots percentage of 14.0%. We'll tell you about the Eagles and what they've done this season in just a moment. But first, Peter Waddy going up the left side of the box. There's a collision. That ball is out of bounds, and it's going to be a goal kick for the Eagles. Pensacola Christian comes into today's game with a 7-10 record overall on the season in the regular season, 2-1 in NCCAA South Region competition. Then the Eagles defeated Johnson University of Florida 2-0 on Thursday. Johnson was also in the top 10 in the nation. The Eagles are averaging 10.5 shots per game, 52.9% of them on goal, and a shots percentage of 8.5%. They have had 7 different men score goals and 8 give assists. Bob Jones also has 15 men who have assisted scores this year. That one goes out of bounds. And it's going to be a throw-in for the Eagles, who are going from the left to the right, again, wearing those beautiful royal blues with the white trim and the numbers. Bob Jones in the baby blues. They're going from the right to the left across your screen. Chase Hawkins will take the free kick. Hawkins had an assist in that game on Thursday. He assisted Clint Peterson. That was a perfectly placed corner kick to Peterson, who headed it in for the goal. That proved to be the official game winner, as that was the first goal of the game for PCC. Lorenco Goncalves also scored in the game against Johnson on Thursday. He got the assist from Raymond Rhodes. For Bob Jones, the 4-0 win over Trinity Baptist. The goals were scored by Matthias Bellotti, Gashi Lariche, Micah Hennigan, and Conley Burke. They put the 4 goals in the net. Only one of those was assisted. That was Bellotti's assist from Peter Waddy. Waddy assisted Bellotti. I want to make sure we get that correct. Bruins with the steal, and they're quickly working their way back to the center of the field. Both these teams very aggressive on both offense and defense. This is Rylan Bolt trying to get inside the box. A perfect pass. The first shot is good. Mario Figueroa with the assist from Rylan Bolt, and the Bruins lead 1-0. That was an absolutely perfect pass that drew Lund out of the goal box. Figueroa didn't have to hit that one very hard. He just had to guide it past the goalkeeper, which he did. And Bob Jones strikes first in this championship game. Minute 5 is the official time for the goal from Mario Figueroa, his 9th goal of the season. Came in with 8, leading everyone out there on the field. That's the first shot attempt taken by the Bruins as well. And with a 14% shots percentage, that means 14% of all the shots they've taken have gone for scores. Pensacola has also taken 1 shot so far. Chase Hawkins, and his was on goal. That shot, however, saved by Bob Jones's Chris Monshewski. Now to be able to write everything down, back to the action. One announcement we want to make regarding both this soccer game and the volleyball in just a moment. But first, Rashid Larish up the left side of the box, gets inside, tried to get off the cross pass, but then lost his footing. That rolls out of bounds for the goal kick. This is an if just in case scenario. If this game you're watching now does start to run a little long, my son Dean, who is a terrific cameraman here at TBC, he will continue to bring you the video and the banner ceremony. You do see the on-screen scoreboard and clock, but what I will have to do is cut out early, and again, only if this game runs too long, and make my way into the gymnasium, because our volleyball fans, they want to see their teams compete for the championship just as much as you are right now. So just a little advance notice, and again, only if we have no other choice. We do appreciate your understanding, as we want to be able to bring everybody all the action in both South Region Championship games. Thank you to everybody watching here on the live feed. I already see those numbers going up, up, and up. Goal kick by Adam Lund back toward midfield. Of course, we've become pretty familiar with these two teams. This is the third time we've seen each of them on the field here in the past couple of weeks. Larish looking for Peter Waddy to the left side. And a long cross pass. It gets over everybody and is rolling toward the sideline. Two men giving chase. And James McCarty will keep it in bounds, send it back in the middle, and a collision inside the box. That's going to get called against the Bruins, and a free kick for Pensacola. Ethan Hart running the on-screen scoreboard that you see. Now keep in mind that is unofficial. The gentleman in the neon yellow, they're keeping track of the time, but we check with them as much as possible to make sure that what you see on the screen is accurate. Noel Whitaker, our official statistician, here this afternoon, as Pensacola takes possession. Ball popped up into the air. Good body control by Goncalves. Cleared back towards midfield. More body control this time by Figueroa, who has scored the game's only goal this far. That came in minute 5. Conley Burke up the right side of the box, guarded well by Clint Peterson, who's been an absolute specialist in the backfield for head coach Joseph Lewitz of the Pensacola Christian College Eagles. Coach Lewitz is assisted by Matthias Canada and Ryan Kennard. The athletic director of Pensacola Christian is Mr. Addison Cowley, and the sports information director is Mr. Braden Motter. Bob Jones University. Bob Jones, led by athletic director Dr. Neil Ring. Give you the rest of the staff in just a moment, as once again Clint Peterson clears one away. The head coach of the Bruins, Mr. Greg Fulton, assisted by Ryan McCarty, Micah Klein, and Paul Christensen. And the sports information director of Bob Jones University, Ms. Caitlin Unruh. I'd like to thank both Braden and Caitlin for their fantastic communication, and all the SIDs for all of our teams here in the South region for the fantastic communication that we've had with each other getting prepared. It's a lot of fun to do these tournaments and all the games, but it's also an awful lot of work both before and after the matchups actually occur. Foul called against Bob Jones, and I'm sure Braden and Caitlin and everyone else will tell you the same thing. Chase Hawkins will take the free kick for Pensacola Christian. We here at Trinity Baptist College are led by athletic director Mr. John D. Jones, who is also our men's head basketball coach. And there is a header attempt by Clint Peterson, who came up from the backfield. Got that goal against TBC a couple of days ago. That one he got under. That goes as a shot attempt for Peterson, his first of the morning. And then into the afternoon in just a little while. I'm Ray Bureau. I am the assistant AD in charge of sports communication here at Trinity Baptist College. Beautiful Saturday morning. We had some rain earlier in the morning. We can't tell by looking at the sky right now, so hopefully nothing else will fall down, at least until after this game ends. We had a very sudden burst of rain all throughout Jacksonville that lasted just a couple of minutes and then stopped just as suddenly. Ball sent inside. Peterson taps the ball out of the box, and the Eagles come away with possession, but Peter Waddy with the interception. Cross pass to the top of the box and deflected away by Raymond Rhodes. Now a battle for the ball just outside the arc, and a foul called against the Bruins, giving PCC a free kick. Right now it's about 78 degrees, very gentle breeze blowing right in toward the camera, only a few miles per hour. We like that breeze, making it feel really nice out here on the west side of Jacksonville. Lariche had a little trouble controlling the pass, so it goes out of bounds off his foot and is a throw-in for Pensacola. Peterson sends this one all the way up the right sideline, looking for Matthias Lee. Got a little too much of it, and that rolls out of bounds, and Bob Jones will have a throw-in. Later this afternoon, the South Region Women's Soccer Championship game will take place at Toccoa Falls College between Toccoa Falls and Trinity Baptist. TBC defeated Toccoa last weekend here on our home field 3-1. And the winner of that game will head to the National Championship Tournament, just like the winner of the game you're watching, and then the volleyball game a little later on today. Waddy with the throw-in to Lariche. That one rolls out of bounds, and it will go to the Eagles. Pensacola and Bob Jones, both teams will use their backfield with the intent on setting up a good chance to advance to the offensive side and into scoring position. That one, though, from Peterson, a little bit misdirected toward the bleachers. Very nice crowd on hand, as you see on this Saturday morning. We had fantastic volleyball action in the gymnasium yesterday, especially between Pensacola and Toccoa Falls. That 5-set match I called one of the absolute best volleyball games I've ever seen. Pensacola won it, if I'm remembering correctly, set 5, 15-8, but all 5 sets very close until Pensacola made that final push in number 5. Pass to Ian Arenzi. He turns and directs the ball out of bounds, so that'll be a goal kick for Adam Lund. Big boot from Adam Lund. Very little wind to either help or hinder those punts. Lee tried to make a cross pass, but getting back on defense was Luke Morkos. Out of bounds, that will be a corner kick for the Eagles. Goalkeeper for the Bruins, Chris Monszewski, a graduate student from Sterling, Virginia, majoring in exercise science. He's getting ready to try to field this corner kick. Low kick and booted up into the air toward the sideline and out of bounds for the throw-in. Now both benches up at the sideline, getting as close as the officials will allow them, so they might hinder a camera shot down in each corner, but we'll let you know the best we can what's going on. There goes Hawkins, and he is once again defended by Luke Morkos, so we will have another corner kick for Pensacola. Goalkeeper Adam Lund of the PCC Eagles, a senior from Rochester, New York, and we've seen both of those on this field a number of times in regular season and postseason competition. These are two of the best in the nation. Low corner kick, popped up high into the air, over near the sideline, right in front of our camera, and fielded by Grant Baker. The wall pass is a little too strong. Baker unable to get there in time, but Matthias Lee picks up the loose ball. Works his way toward the box, and we have a Bruins player down. But getting right back up is Luke Morkos. The two gentlemen who collide shake hands, and everybody's all right. And we're going to have ourselves a free kick. I believe it was Matthias Lee who got called for the foul. No card came out. Again, great to see that good sportsmanship. Tripping foul now called against Goncalves, and Bob Jones will have a free kick. Hello, Mr. Mark Jones, telling us it is probably the most watched rivalry in Division II. I can tell you this is an absolutely major rivalry in all sports, whether it's men's soccer, volleyball, men's and women's basketball. Of course, Bob Jones, a couple years ago, started playing baseball. And Bob Jones in the middle of a transition to the NCAA Division III. Shusky rolls this one back into play. Appreciate the compliments from Mr. Jones, and I can't disagree with you there, using what used to be called the Gator Bowl, and now that TIAA Bank is going to be sold, we're awaiting to see what the new name of the Jacksonville Jaguars Stadium will be. We have a semi-pro soccer team here in Jacksonville called the Armada. They have sometimes used that field for their soccer games as well. Bob Jones trying to advance, but that attempt thwarted by Barkus. Still under the control is Figueroa, and his pass attempt gets behind his intended target, Ryan Bolt. And the ball eventually rolls out of bounds for a goal kick. And so Adam Lund will get the goal kick. Now 27-20 left to go in the first half. The Bruins lead 1-0. This one batted up in the air and well out of bounds for a Bob Jones throw-in. Oh, very nice cloud cover now, making it feel terrific out here. And hopefully the rain will not come back, at least until we're finished. There was a 30% chance of rain in the forecast. That happened earlier this morning, and again, lasted just a few minutes. And that's the weather here in Jacksonville, the old saying, if you don't like the weather, just wait a few minutes. Right in front of us is Peter Waddy. Ball stolen away. That is Lourenco Goncalves with the steal. Pensacola trying to get the equalizing goal. Bob Jones, though, remember, has allowed just 9 goals the entire season in now 17 games played, including their tournament game against TBC a couple of days ago. 9 goals allowed all season. Long pass all the way up the field toward Goncalves. And a battle for the loose ball right in front of the camera. Ian Arenzi sends the ball to the far sideline. Bruins on the advance, but a good defensive play by Gabe Burton. Pass to Chase Hawkins, has a man to beat, has options to both sides, and Waddy with a nice sliding tackle. And then the two gentlemen tangle up, and the foul will be called against PCC's Chase Hawkins. So free kick for Bob Jones, just a little shy of midfield. Getting ready to check in for the Bruins, Bryce Ramler, who has scored 3 goals this season. Mario Figueroa leads everyone on the field with 9. And again, the Bruins 15 different men have scored at least one goal. Matthias Bellotti has 3. One of those came in this tournament against TBC. Conley Burke has 4. And Rambler, as we said a moment ago, has 3 to help lead the team. Peterson with the steal. Eagles inside the midfield circle. There you get a good look at Bryce Rambler, who's just waiting for an opportunity to get onto the field. Renzi has his pass knocked away by Peterson. Bruins work the ball to the top of the box. Shot taken and a save by Adam Lund. Shot taken by Matthias Bellotti, his first attempt of the afternoon. It is on goal. And the save goes to Adam Lund. Again, 95 saves coming into today's play. That's now 96. Peterson makes his approach and perfect pass to Goncalves, who sends it outside to Lee. Bruins defense hustling back. Bruins making it very difficult for Pensacola to get further up the field, but then the pass to Lee on the right side of the box. Sent inside, the shot, and the goal! Gabe Burton scores the equalizer, and we're tied 1-1. The assist comes from Matthias Lee, and we're all knotted up. Perfect pass, and Burton pulled it just left of the goalkeeper and found the nylon. Official time is minute 22, and Gabe Burton ties it up. Approximately 23 minutes and 13 seconds remaining in the half. A lot of fast-paced action. Both teams found openings and took advantage. So we're knotted at 1. Now remember, this is no longer the regular season, so there would be overtime and then a potential penalty kick shootout if necessary. And in case you missed the announcement, should this game go overtime or run long for any reason, Dean will bring you the video for the rest of the game and the presentation of the championship banner, but if and only if I must, I'm going to have to head over to the gym so we can get the volleyball game broadcast started on time. Eagles have tied the score, now looking to take their first lead of the game. And we have ourselves a whistle at midfield. It's against PCC, so Bob Jones will have a free kick.
Number 10. Where are you going in for? Number 8.
And the official just giving explanation to the players. And then heading off for the Bruins is Ian Arenzi. And he's going to get ready to come right back onto the field. And there he goes. Not sure what the reason that he had to come off is, but he went right back immediately. And a long pass inside the box. That was intended for Rambler. Just a little bit out of his reach. And Lund, another big boot. This one up the right sideline and rolls out of bounds. Off Figueroa, but he's able to keep the ball in play. Gets the pass to Burke. And the Eagles get back quickly on defense. All the way across the field and sent up the right sideline, but then Rhodes was able to intercept the pass. Marcus at midfield, little trouble fielding the pass, but he regains possession. Eagles get the ball past the midfield stripe, and they're looking now to set up another possibility to advance into scoring position. Goncalves sends the ball to the right side, but didn't get much on it, and the ball stolen away in a sliding tackle by Grant Baker. Pensacola regains possession. The pass intended for Burton, a little bit out of his reach. And we have a whistle, and apparently it is against Pensacola, so Bob Jones will have a free kick. And the official just resetting the ball to where the foul occurred. Big pass to the near sideline. Waddy and Baker both go up for it. It hits off Baker. Nope, it hit off Waddy. And Pensacola have the throw in after the substitution that will send Samuel Barragon onto the field, and Chase Hawkins will catch his breath. Number 1 in the country, Bob Jones, against number 3 in the country, Pensacola Christian. We had 3 teams finish the season in the top 10. Johnson, University of Florida. Now there's a wide open goal, and we have ourselves a foul. Now the question is he inside or outside the box? Adam Lund had to come all the way out to try to field the loose ball. And a yellow card has come out and called against Raymont Rhodes. And the ball was about a foot or two outside the right side of the penalty box. It is a direct free kick for the Bruins. They had an open goal. The collision may have helped thwart that effort. Eagles will send up a 2-man wall. And the official will back them up the required 10 yards. Bruins get their attackers into place. Eagles do the same with their defenders. Adam Lund in goal, ready in case this ball comes right at him. High kick over everybody, and another collision inside the box, and it's going against the Bruins, and an Eagle player down. Can't see who it is from this angle. I'm told it is Clint Peterson. It is Clint Peterson, and he sits up and pointing to his right ankle. He's going to get up and shake that right off. About 27 minutes in as the coaches verify the time with the officials. Well, Peterson's all right, got right back up, and he's back in action with the ball right now. One time, Mario Figueroa scored in minute 5 for the Bruins. Gabe Burton in minute 22 for the Eagles. Long pass up the right sideline, but intercepted, but rolled out of bounds. Pensacola will have the throw in. Love seeing the interaction on the chat. Thanks for letting us know you're watching here on the TBC Eagles Sports Network. High pop-up back towards midfield and controlled by the Bruins. Micah Hennigan getting ready to check back in for Bob Jones. Good body control for the ball, and the attempt towards Figueroa knocked down and kept in the Bruins' possession. Long pass from Waltrip. He was able to hit Barragon. The ball momentarily knocked away, but Pensacola regains control. Eagles setting up another play. And a long pass toward Matthias Lee, and a couple of Bruins get back quickly on defense. Last touch by a Bruins defender, and Lee will draw the corner kick as it appears for the Eagles. Taking the corner kick will be Samuel Barragon. Eagles in position, and the kick over everybody. Long pass up the far sideline and a hard collision near midfield. That's going against Bob Jones, and Pensacola will have a free kick. Hey, Micah, do you mind kneeling down? You're in the camera shot. Thank you. Eagles again back at midfield looking for another opportunity to advance. Bruins intercept, head it back towards midfield, but there's Peterson, who's been a defensive force. Ball trip towards Lee, trying to get inside the box, but the Bruins clear it away. Long shot from Goncalves. That one took a left turn just in front of that left post and sailed out of bounds. He got every bit of it. Unfortunately for him and the Eagles, he hooked it just a bit too much. So the goal kick will allow Bob Jones to make the substitution, heading in for Conley Burke. About 14 minutes to go in a 1-1 tie in the South Region Championship. Long pass headed toward the table, and the wind pushed it out of bounds. It's not a very hard wind, but just enough to affect a ball that's up in the air. And a header right back to Pensacola's Grant Baker. And this one rolls out of bounds. Out of bounds, Pensacola will have the throw-in. Wind is now starting to pick up, and a little bit of mist, and that's some of the moisture that's still on top of the canopies that we have. That's happened as well. Just a nice little gust of wind, and already it has gone away. Bruins pass midfield. Eagles hustling back to defense. I believe that little mist I just felt was the water coming off the top of the canopies, because there's nothing falling right now as the wind has calmed down. McCarty up the left sideline. Ball sent in towards Adam Lund. In an obstructed view with the Eagles reserves. That went down as a pass, and Lund was able to intercept that pass. And a big boot once again by Adam Lund. Lottie and Lee, very fortunate their heads didn't collide as they both tried to make a header play. Bob Jones looking for their third consecutive South Region and third consecutive national championship. Pensacola has gotten the at-large invitation the last couple of years as well. And anytime these two teams meet up, we're in for a treat, whether it's regular season or postseason. And number 1 in the country against number 3. Ball near the sideline, kept in play, and a long cross pass inside the box and goes out of bounds for a goal kick. Bruins were looking for a whistle inside the box. They didn't get the call. So a goal kick for PCC coming up on about 11 minutes left to go in the half. Hey, Adam Lund and Chris Monszewski both have big legs. Lund is going to beat Ryland Bolt to the ball, keep it on the ground, and this one rolls out of bounds, and Pensacola will have the throw in. Big boot past midfield. 3 men going for the ball. Waddy wins that battle with the header. Kelvis comes up from behind with the steal. Lund sends one right towards us, and Lee knees it out of bounds, so Bob Jones will have the throw in. Substitution now for the Bruins. Number 14 is Samuel Gaddis, and James McCarty will come out for the remainder of the first half. Figueroa fires and pushes it a little wide to the left. And the ball hit off Adam Lund's hands, and it will be a Bob Jones corner kick. Ball took a bounce to the left. Probably would have missed left anyway, but Lund, not taking any chances, did what he had to do, got his hands on the ball and knocked it away. It is a corner kick for the Bruins. My view is obstructed. I can't see who's taking the kick. I'm told it is Figueroa. And a low line drive to the top of the box. Ball knocked down, and Bob Jones keeps possession. This is Bolt. Sends it outside, back to Figueroa. Figueroa inside the box, a shot. Blocked by Lund for the save. Figueroa's second attempt. It's on goal. Lund with the save. Ball still in play and then sailing out of bounds. And it's going to be a throw-in for the Bruins. 2 new Eagles getting ready to check in. Reed Rhodes wears number 16 and Ked Augustine wears number 11. And now joining them at the table is Branson Phelps. Long pass to the far side. Burton battling with Gaddis. Pass to Goncalves, was having trouble getting upfield, and he was able to find a teammate all the way near midfield at the far sideline. Pensacola wins the possession, but then stolen away by the Bruins. Hustling back on defense, Joseph Lara thwarting that effort. Check that, it was Luke Marcos.
Let's go, Matthias. Let's go.
That one goes out of bounds. Both teams pleading for the ball. It's going to be Bob Jones with the throw in. And we'll have a Pensacola throw in, and the Eagles will send 3 new men onto the field. Number 33, Branson Phelps. Number 11, Ked Augustine. And number 16 is Reed Rhodes. Goncalves, Burton, and Polieo, all three come off to make room, and another substitution for Bob Jones. Reese Solomon is in. And heading to the table now, Victor Muanopoli. Eagles trying to get the ball past midfield, but the steal by the Bruins all the way across the field. And again, able to hold on to possession, find some assistance, and the Bruins allow their attackers to get up into position. About 6:20 to go here in the first half. Rolls out of bounds, last touch by a Bruin, so Pensacola with the throw-in. Peterson trying to work his way inside the circle and has the ball taken away. Interception by Barkos, and he sends this one all the way upfield, trying to get the ball to Rhodes. Monchewski, though, beats Rhodes to the ball. Now 5.5 left to go here in the first half, all tied at 1. And now we do have a little mist dropping down, and that really is coming from the clouds. That'll help cool things down a little bit. Last thing we want to have to do is anything that will cause us not to be able to bring you the end of this one. So we're covered up pretty well here. That's one of the reasons we're at ground level. A lot easier to keep things covered up with the canopies. And we're going to have a tripping foul at midfield called against the Eagles. Man down right at the stripe. Will Waltrip, though, gets right back up, shakes it off. Clock has continued to run. Dallas Albert will try to send this ball into the scoring area as the Bruins attackers and the Eagles defenders get ready in position. A little bit of moisture has now stopped falling, and a pass to the top of the box headed near the sideline, and Waddy will let it bounce out of bounds for the throw-in. Waddy throws this one back into play. Gets inside the box. This is Manalopoulos, shot and a goal. Victor Muanopoulos scores the go-ahead goal, and the Bruins lead 2-1. The throw-in from Peter Waddy results in the goal. That comes with just under 4 minutes to go in the first half. Minute 42 official time. And Bob Jones leads 2-1. Just under 4 minutes left in the first half. Victor Muanopoulos got the ball past the keeper and put his team back out in front. Peterson almost lost his footing as he tried to get the ball towards Lund, but regained that footing, was able to keep the ball away from the Bruins forward. Long pass intended for Rhodes, but Monchewski beats him to the ball. A few darker clouds starting to roll into the area. Big boot all the way upfield. That's Muanopoulos again, but he's called for offsides, and he was looking for his second goal of the day. Offsides was the call. Pensacola wastes no time sending the ball back upfield. Pass to the near sideline. Waddy comes away with control, and then ball's knocked out of bounds by Rambler. Pensacola will have the throw in. It crossed the sideline right in front of us. Doesn't matter where the ball lands, matters where the ball crosses the line. Augustin guarded well over on the far sideline. And the Bruins come away with the steal. Renzi sends this one a little too strongly up the right sideline. He was looking to get the ball to Hennigan. Throw in for Pensacola. Grant Baker in the backfield. Bruins attackers forcing them to retreat, and a loose ball. Lund knew what he was doing, was able to get the pass off, but it's intercepted. This is Gaddis. Keeps the ball in bounds, finds a man at the top of the box, and the cross pass a little bit misdirected. Bruins back at midfield. Approximately a minute to go. Again, that time you see on the screen, not official. Waddy outside the box, fires and goes right at Lund. Peter Waddy with his first attempt of the afternoon. It is on goal, and the save by Lund. Big punt all the way past midfield. Waddy makes a nice fancy move to keep control of the ball. Monopoly sends this one back towards midfield and heads upfield to get into position. Again, make sure you don't pass that defense and get the offsides call. Gaddis to Rambler on the left sideline. Rambler now down. Monopoly trying to work his way back to the inside. Ball rolls over to the far sideline and out of bounds. It's going to be a throw-in for the Bruins. Just seconds left to go, and that is the end of the first half. With the score, Bob Jones University 2, Pensacola Christian College 1. We're going to pause here for the halftime. We'll keep the camera rolling, and when we resume, we'll give you the first half numbers and get ready for what promises to be a very exciting second half to the South Region Championship. You're watching South Region Championship Men's Soccer here on the TBC Eagles Sports Network. Stay with us. Welcome back to Talon Field at Trinity Baptist College in Jacksonville, Florida, as we're ready for the second half between the BJU Bruins and the PCC Eagles in the men's South Region Championship soccer game. We're tied, or Bob Jones rather took the lead 2-1 thanks to Victor Buonopoli's minute 42 goal, and that's where we stand as the second half gets underway. Pensacola took 4 total shots in the first half, 3 of those on goal. Peterson, Hawkins, Goncalves, and Burton, and Gabe Burton scored the goal in minute 22. Bob Jones took 7 shots in the first half with all 7 of those on goal. Bellotti, Waddy, Arenzi, and Figueroa with 3 goals. And Victor Muanopoli with the goal. Figueroa scored in minute 5, Muanopoli in minute 42. For the goalkeepers, Adam Lund of Pensacola has 4 saves, and Chris Monszewski of Bob Jones has 2. The teams have now switched sides. Bob Jones will be going from the left to the right. Pensacola now from the right to the left. 1 yellow card issued to Pensacola's Raymond Rhodes. So you're up to date in case you missed any of the first half action. And get ready for an exciting second half and the final half of the South Region Tournament. And in case you missed the announcement earlier, if and just only if we really have to, the game does run long. Dean will continue to video, and he will show the banner presentation regardless of what else happens. But if this game runs too long, I'm going to cut out and head to the gymnasium because the volleyball fans, they want to see their game start on time, and they want to watch just as much as you do here. So we want to be able to bring every action that we're able to our Bob Jones and Pensacola Christian fans. And congratulations to both schools for reaching the South Region Championship. The Women's South Region Championship game at Toccoa Falls, where Toccoa and Trinity Baptist will do battle for the right to play in the National Championship Tournament. Of course, men's and women's basketball seasons are also underway all throughout the NCCAA. So we're happy to bring you all the action. And Bruins fans and Eagles fans, when your teams come here to play Trinity Baptist, we're going to have them for you live right here on TBC Eagles. Clint Peterson, like he did on Thursday against Johnson, played a terrific first half. He made an advance, and there's a shot by Goncalves. Very well struck, but pushed a little bit wide to the left. Pensacola had an opportunity to tie, but Goncalves just missed the post, and he didn't miss it by much. Great ball movement by the Eagles, getting up the field and working it to Goncalves. Franco Goncalves scored one of the goals on Thursday against Johnson. Eagles again looking to tie the score, trailing 2-1. There's Gabe Burton, who has Pensacola's goal. That came in minute 22. Ball's going to roll into the possession of Monszewski. Well, the little bit of mist that was falling near the end of the first half has stopped for now, and those darker clouds have kind of spread out away from the field of play. We can still see them off in the distance. But again, if the rain would hold off for just one more hour, we'd be very happy here at TBC. Racing for the ball is Gashid Lariche. He gets there first. Tries to get around one defender. It's Grant Baker on defense, but Baker hustled back and kept Lariche from getting inside the box. Bruins, though, keep possession. Figueroa has one of the goals. And a long shot attempt fired off by Hennigan. That hit off a PCC defender. Figueroa to the right side. A little bit of ball movement by the Bruins toward the corner. And the ball rolls out of bounds. It's going to be a throw-in. The ball past the sideline. Bruins with the throw-in. Peterson boots this one well up into the air. McCarty tries to come down with possession, but Burton right there to take that one away. But McCarty gets the ball back. Burke sends it to the top of the box, but it's deflected away. Lariche racing Lee to the ball, and the sideline wins the race. Last touched by Pensacola, so it'll be Bob Jones with the throw-in. That ball might have hit the arm of Burke, but no call. He may also have pulled the arm back just in time as well. To the left side of the box, and a cross-pass attempt knocked away by Baker. It will be a Bob Jones corner kick, and Figueroa will take the kick. I remember Thursday when Peter Waddy did a perfect corner kick that ended up in a goal. And we have ourselves a foul called against Bob Jones, and Pensacola will have the free kick. It is very possible that regardless of who wins this, both these teams could once again be playing in the national championship tournament. We're talking number 1 in the country, Bob Jones, and number 3 in the country, Pensacola. So the winner gets the automatic bid, but the other team, absolutely terrific chance of getting another at-large bid, and very well deserved. Both these teams extremely talented. Pensacola 7-10 overall, but remember the South Region teams, they play mainly scholarship, NAIA, and Division II opposition. That ball rolls toward the corner, but it is kept in play. Renzi's pass deflected. Pensacola looking to tie the score. Matthias Lee couldn't quite control the pass. He's knocked over, but no call, and the Bruins make their advance past midfield. Bob Jones won 10 of their 15 regular season games. They tied 1 and lost only 4. Shot attempt by Lariche, and he misses wide to the right. Nasheed Lariche gets his first attempt of the afternoon. I heard a whistle, but I didn't see the reason for it. And it's going to be a goal kick for Adam Lund. Sun's trying to peek out from behind the clouds now. And again, nothing wet falling from the sky. Renzi sends it back to McCarty in the circle. Eagles send the ball past midfield, but Waddy gets to the ball first. Dallas Albert, number 6 with the ball, sending it up Bob Jones's way. Looking for Burke, who uses the body, takes the shot, and scores. Conley Burke puts the Bruins ahead 3-1. Perfect body control and the shot. The assist comes from Dallas Albert on a long pass from the back of the field. And Conley Burke has given his team a 2-goal lead. That was an exceptional play. Let the ball hit his chest, gave in just enough to keep the ball in his possession, and fired a missile past Lund into the net. And he hit that from around 20 to 25 yards out. That was, again, a missile. Official time early in minute 56 for Conley Burke. Bob Jones 3, Pensacola Christian 1. That one rolls out of bounds past the end line. That will be a goal kick for Manchewski. Now the Bruins Bruins with the lead. We'll see if they try to work down the clock, and obviously if they get another opportunity, they're going to try to take advantage of it. With a 2-goal lead, they can take their time if they choose. McCarty sending one upfield towards Hennigan. Hennigan was able to keep possession and got the ball outside to LaRiche. Pass towards Hennigan to the left side and a cross pass. That was a pass attempt. Rolls past Bellotti. And the Bruins reserves kind of in my view. Didn't see where the ball rolled out of bounds, but it looks like it's going to be a goal kick for Adam Lund. Dean has a camera so he can see where that ball is, but where I'm sitting, a little bit of an obstructed view, but that's all right. These teams battling hard, head to head. And of course the reserves looking for any opportunity they can get to come onto the field and contribute to what they hope is a victory. Peterson finds Hawkins. Ball gets away, but Lund will keep this one on the ground. Ball kept in play by Remont Rhodes. Figueroa intercepts the pass. Right in front of us is Arenzi, and the ball pass back to Arenzi, and Bob Jones will set up another opportunity, and the intended recipient is Waddy, but it's a little too strong and out of bounds. Goncalves up the right side of the box, lost his footing as he tried to control the ball, and the ball stays in play. Bruins player down over near the corner. And this one's going to roll out of bounds past the end line and give the officials a chance to make sure the Bruins player is down. I can't quite see who that is, but we're going to have ourselves a stop in play. With the score, Bob Jones leading 3-1. And we're going to pause right here. We'll be back in just a moment here on TBC Eagles. Anybody see who it is? The injured Bruin is Luke Marcos, but he's back on his feet. He'll get a little more attention off to the far side as play resumes with the Bruins leading 3-1. Marcos looks like he is giving attention to his right knee. But always a good sign to see the players get up and start walking under their own power. Eagles just shy of the midfield circle. Now trailing by 2. They're going to look to rally from behind. Renzi keeps the ball away from Hawkins. And this one goes out of bounds and a throw in for Pensacola. And when you're done watching this one, Bruins fans and Eagles fans, make sure you tune back in for a brand new feed for the Volleyball South Region Championship. That is scheduled to begin at 1:30. We'll start the feed as soon as possible after we're able to get into the gymnasium. And again, just in case I have to cut out, Dean will finish the video for this broadcast. Coach Jones, how are you liking the tournament so far?
Wonderful. Everything's great. Good competition.
Of course, Coach Jones, the athletic director here at Trinity Baptist College. He and his crew do a phenomenal job getting all the game activities ready for you. And we're glad to be able to bring you both the soccer and the volleyball tournaments. Of course, Coach Jones and women's team got a big win last night, women's basketball, and then TBC women's soccer, a chance to win another championship this afternoon. Renzi right in front of the camera. Albert got that assist a few minutes ago with that very long pass from the backfield. Coach, two of the best teams in the country on the field right now. He agrees as he goes around to check and make sure everything is in order for the remainder of this game and the volleyball game. And it looks like Peter Waddy is the man down for Bob Jones. And Waddy gets right back up, and it looks like he will stay in the game. Official's going to check and make sure he's all right. And Waddy shakes it off. He's all right, and the Bruins will put the ball back into play. Figueroa sends this one to the right side of the box, and it's headed away by Peterson. Hawkins able to clear that one all the way past midfield, where McCarty is waiting for it, but he can't get there in time. Goncalves trying to get past McCarty, takes a long shot and scores. Lorenko Goncalves got that one over the head of Chris Monszewski, and Pensacola has pulled to within one. He had to be a good 40 yards out. Launched it over Monszewski's head and right into the dead center of the net. Fortunately, I'm able to back up my monitor and take another look at that one, and I'm saying you consider the diagonal, and again, he had to have been near 40 yards away, but he saw the opportunity and scored the goal that pulls his team back to within one. Official time of the goal is minute 59, and Pensacola now has a chance to tie it up. Again, if you consider the diagonal, I've taught math, so I know the Pythagorean theorem. I'm telling you, he was about 40 yards away. Renzi sends this one to the right sideline. Bellotti had a little trouble getting the ball inside, but Bob Jones will have the throw in. Coming in now for Bob Jones is Victor Muanopoli. He has one of the three goals. That came just a couple of minutes before the halftime intermission. That's Muanopoli with possession as he taps the ball up high and cleared away by the Eagles defense. We're going to have ourselves a pushing foul called on Goncalves. It's going to be a free kick for Bob Jones, and the official wants to back the ball up a little and give a little explanation to Goncalves. And now talking with Bob Jones' coach. And the Bruins will send the ball back into play. Bob Jones University head coach, Mr. Greg Fulton. Long boot towards Lund, and he helps punch this one away, gets back into the goal box just in case, and the rain starting to fall a little bit again, not all that hard. But a sprinkle and a turn and a fire by Monopoly. Misses wide to the left. Little sun shower, so hopefully it won't last very long. And the forecast did call for about 30% chance of rain, but the skies don't really look all that threatening. This is a typical Florida sun shower. Little volleyball action across the midfield stripe, and over at the far sideline, the Bruins' Peter Waddy maintains possession. All controlled by Hennigan as the rain picks up just a little bit. And of course, as soon as I say that, it eases up some more. Gaddis sends this one upfield towards Monopoly. And a pass towards Lariche. He's trying to get around one defender. He beats one, fires from the top of the box, and Peterson got his body in front of the ball. And now the rain's starting to affect my score sheet, so hopefully I'll still be able to write things down. If not, we can keep up because Noel Whitaker doing a terrific job on the stats on the computer. And Waddy intercepts a pass, and his pass intended for Lariche gets away. And Luke Miklas will get there first and clear it out of bounds. Odari Twishimi getting ready to check in for the Bruins. So Twishimi goes in and Lariche heads off. And for Pensacola, number 11, Ked Augustine, whom we saw a little bit in the first half, he will be called onto the field. And making room for Augustine will be Samuel Barragon. Or, nope, check that. Giovanni Paglieo coming off.
My pen name. My pen name. Like authors have Holy rain.
Boy, that rain really come from nowhere right now. Hopefully we won't have to do anything regarding interrupting the broadcast. I don't mind getting wet myself, but we don't want anything to interfere. Yes, we do know there's water on the lens, but the rain's just coming right in there, so at the moment, not a whole lot we can do about it. Rain's blowing straight into the canopy. That one rolls out of bounds to the far sideline. Get an opportunity, we'll try to get that moisture off the lens. Monopoly with possession. And a ball sent toward the box and picked up by Adam Lund. Behind that red car. It's on the back seat on the floor. Monopoly fires and misses just wide to the left. I had a slight pause while we try to see what we can do about the moisture. And appreciate your patience. That rain stopped just as suddenly as it started. Bruins at midfield. Leading 3-2. Pensacola scored a couple of minutes ago. Bruins on the move, but a good sliding play by the PCC defense. Grant Baker made the play to keep the ball away from Monopoly. All right, hang on while we have a moment. Dean's going to try to get that moisture off the camera lens. Long pass sent upfield. And Bruins with possession. Put the ball to the back of the field. Bruins still clinging to a 3-2 lead. Now they're going to be a little more aggressive to try to extend that lead back to 2. Hopefully everything is cleared up by now. And we don't want to see any more wet stuff falling from the sky. Monshewski sends this one all the way past midfield. Gaddis uses his body to gain control. Figueroa now with possession at the far sideline at midfield. He gets around Barkas, dribbles his way inside to pass to Muanopoli, and a sliding play again by Baker, but Muanopoli is able to get off the shot, and it hits the top of the goal over the crossbar for a goal kick as a light sprinkle starts to fall again.
Lorenzo, keep the work up. Go.
One with a big boot back towards midfield. Peterson to the near sideline towards Raymond Rhodes, and a big collision and 2 men down. Rhodes for Pensacola and Bellotti for Bob Jones. And they hit each other hard, and official's going to talk to the coaches and make sure the players are all right, and a red card is, or yellow card rather, being pulled out against Raymond Rhodes. If that is correct, he already had a yellow card, so we'll see what happens if that is the correct call. Well, Rhodes back up, trying to get back up on his feet. Trainer at the sideline just in case. And Rhodes was able to get back on his feet without the trainer entering the field, so he is allowed to stay in the game if he and the coaches decide to do so. So a yellow card came out, but didn't see which player got the card. The card went to Bob Jones's Matthias Bellotti. He was the other man involved in the collision. But most importantly, everybody comes up all right. Free kick. Chase Hawkins sends this one to the top of the box. And headed upfield by Hennigan. And Hennigan almost got around Rhodes with the ball, but Raymond Rhodes gets right on top. And a foul for pushing will be called against Rhodes. Well, we got a fussy little rain shower, on again, off again, and right now it's off again. Bryce Ramler ready to come back onto the field for the Bruins. Pensacola on the move. The pass to Goncalves is thwarted by Dallas Albert, who clears this one back upfield. Also waiting to come on for the Bruins now, Reese Solomon. Ball is just outside the box. Bob Jones is able to clear it back upfield. Pensacola looking to equalize a score, trailing 3-2. Goncalves got that terrific long-range shot in minute 59. We have about 21 and a half left to go. Barring any overtime, the way this one's going, we wouldn't be surprised if we played more soccer today. That one rolls out of bounds, and Pensacola will get the throw in. Samuel Barragon will come in for the Eagles. And now 3 Bob Jones Bruins heading onto the field. Number 22 is Reese Solomon. Number 23 is Conley Burke. And number 32 is Bryce Ramler. 21 minutes to go in the South Region Men's Soccer Championship. Play ready to resume, and Pensacola will throw it in a little bit past midfield. Eagles back it up to the midfield stripe, looking for a chance to get inside and potentially tie up the score. Bruins defense takes one away. Bruins again intercept the pass. McCarty kept Burton from finding his intended target. And that one rolls out of bounds, and it is a throw-in for Bob Jones. Somebody ask him who number 34 is, please. Long pass upfield and sent back Pensacola's way, but then intercepted by Ramler. Also notice Jake Provenzano also on the field for the Bruins. He's wearing number 34, just past your camera. And a clear upfield and away from everybody and out of bounds for a Bruins throw-in. All the rain has stopped for the moment. Let's hope it stays that way for another 19 minutes. Provenzano has his pass knocked down. Jake McCarty in the backfield sends it back towards midfield. On the move is Solomon, and he's able to dish it off, and Renzi sends it to Waddy over across the field. It's beautiful, bright sunshine and blue skies right now. And McCarty sends it back to midfield where Waddy is upended, and the foul called on Goncalves, giving Bob Jones a free kick. Bruins taking their time, still with the lead, coming up on the 18-minute mark of the second half. Pensacola's Clint Peterson and Giovanni Paglieo ready to come back onto the pitch. Ramler getting battled by 2 defenders, out of bounds, and a throw-in. It's going to be a Pensacola throw-in, which allows them to send the substitutes on. Goncalves and Hawkins will come out to make way. Whistle to get back underway, and the throw-in for the Eagles. And a whistle, push foul called against Bob Jones, and a free kick for Pensacola. Still plenty of time left for the Eagles. They need 1 to tie. And a big boot all the way upfield, right at Waddy, who heads it back his team's way. And a nice little up and over pass towards midfield. And Renzi tried to send the ball upfield, but that was well out of the reach of any Bob Jones attacker. Monty will head it back up his team's way, and credit Burton getting back there to keep the ball in Pensacola's possession, and they will now have a throw-in. Reed Rhodes ready to make his way onto the field. Official didn't see him. So next Pensacola throw-in, we'll most likely see Rhodes back out there on the field. Peterson coming up from the backfield, trying to help out the offense. And a shot could tie the game, but it's pushed wide to the left. Samuel Barragon with his first attempt of the afternoon. And now Reed Rhodes for the Eagles, and two men for the Bruins come onto the field. Number 29 is Sandro Martinez, and number 18, Gashid Larish. Coming on 15 and a half left to go. Less than an hour away from the South Region Volleyball Championship match between Bob Jones and Pensacola Christian. Marcus will send this back to his keeper, and Lund gets the ball back into play, and the Eagles quickly get to midfield, and a long pass looking for Augustin into the left side of the box, and he's called for offsides. Coach Lewitt's very unhappy with the call, but the official says that Augustin was past the defense, so a free kick for Bob Jones. Long pass all the way upfield. And a collision at midfield, no call. And we have ourselves a whistle. And Pensacola will have a free kick net midfield. Peterson again coming up from the backfield to help out the offense. Inside the box. And the defense able to keep Barragan from getting off the shot. And this one rolls all the way back close to midfield where it rolls out of bounds. Throw in for the Eagles.
Hey, Quez. Dragging down there in case. Need to be quick with the ball.
And we have a whistle as we have a collision. This one's called against Pensacola. So free kick for the Bruins. 13 and a half to go. And a big boot all the way past midfield. Eagles on the move. Augustin takes the pass near the sideline, looking to cross it in toward the center. He gets the ball inside the box. The wall pass to Augustin, and the cross pass just misses Reed Rhodes. Rhodes, though, able to keep the ball in play. Eagles looking for another opportunity to get back into scoring position. But the ball trickles out of bounds for a Bob Jones throw-in. Reese Solomon will come off and allow Mario Figueroa back onto the field. Micah Hennigan also heads on, and it looks like Larish will come off. Throw in for the Bruins. About 12 minutes to go. 1 goal lead for Bob Jones. Martinez sends this one all the way upfield. Cross pass, a little bit behind the intended recipient. And the Eagles clear it back to midfield. And the defense of the Bruins looking to work down the clock and make sure Pensacola does not get a chance to tie the score. On the move is Hennigan. And his pass a little bit too strong, trying to get the ball to Ramler. Lund beats Ramler to the ball. 2 PCC Eagles ready to come in. Chase Hawkins and Lorenco Goncalves standing near the table, ready to come back onto the field. Once again, it is Hennigan trying to get around the defense, and double team action by the Eagles keep Hennigan from advancing. Figueroa, his pass almost taken away. Battle for the ball between Ramler and Reed Rhodes. Rhodes comes away with possession. And the wall pass back to Rhodes, intercepted. And this ball rolling right in front of the camera, and a great sliding play by Hennigan to keep possession. Provenzano finds Burke on the right side. Burke keeps the ball inbounds, trying to get around Peterson, and Peterson is able to clear that one back to midfield. Bruins being very aggressive, now trying to keep the ball on their offensive side of the field and pin the Eagles back deep. If not, get another opportunity themselves. Nicholas making his way toward the circle.
They don't care. They want to win. 5 more goals.
Ball kept in play by Rhodes. Waddy coming on from behind, and a push foul called against Waddy.
Hey guys, can you slot down a little, please?
Hey.
Pensacola with the free kick. Farkas allowing attackers to get up into position. And a good boot toward the box. Headed up in the air by the defense. Peterson again coming up from the backfield. Raymond Rhodes almost got the high kick. And a battle for the ball on the sideline. Picked off by Hennigan. Under 9 minutes to go. Matthias Lee trying to race for the ball. Lost his footing. Peterson on the advance. Pass to Lee. Peterson couldn't get the shot off. Jake Provenzano got in front of him and the ball and was able to clear it back towards midfield. Eagles still have about 8 minutes left to try to get off the potential game-tying shot, and this one goes out of bounds and will stay with the Eagles. And now the substitution will allow both Hawkins and Goncalves back onto the field. Coming off is Giovanni Paglieo and Samuel Barragon. Clock continuing to run under 8 minutes. Gaddis on the move, options to both sides, gets around Peterson to the top of the box on the left side. Defense gets back on top, loose ball, cleared away. Grant Baker was able to keep them from getting off the shot, but here's Figueroa, he fires. And Barkas, though, uses his body to block the shot attempt. And ball rolls out of bounds. It's going to be a Bob Jones corner kick. 7 minutes to go. Bruins set up for the corner kick attack. Martinez and Waddy at the top of the box, in front of the box and headed away by Peterson. Provenzano had the ball, was stripped of the ball, then called for the push foul. So Pensacola with a free kick. 6:21 left on the clock. And our time unofficial, but matching pretty closely with the official time. Conley Burke going for the steal and is called for the foul. Bruins over here on the sideline very unhappy with the call, but it's a free kick for the Eagles. Will Waltrip for Pensacola. Victor Muanopoli for Bob Jones, waiting to come back onto the field. Eagles have about 5:40 to work with to try to tie up the score, and they will have a free direct kick. Now remember that goal from Goncalves earlier in the half, he was about 40 yards out, so these men have the leg to try to do some damage. Chase Hawkins will take the kick. Brent Baker comes up from the backfield along with Peterson. Two defenders back at the midfield stripe. Hawkins sends this one inside the box. Gaddis with a diving header to clear it away. Sandro Martinez racing Hawkins past midfield. And the ball rolls out of bounds. And a very quick throw in by the Eagles. They didn't give the official a chance to consider a potential push. Marcus sends this one all the way across the field and up the right side to Reed Rhodes. Rambler sends it out of bounds and a throw in for Pensacola. And the subs will be called onto the field. Will Waltrip in for Raymond Rhodes for Pensacola, and Victor Muanopoli comes in for Conley Burke for the Bruins. 4:20 left to go. Clint Peterson on the right side of the box tries to send this one inside. Bruins defense thwarts the effort. Pass towards Muanopoli at midfield, intercepted by Waltrip. T.S. Lee gives it to Hawkins. Hawkins looking to take the shot. His attempt blocked by McCarty, and Bob Jones pops it up into the air to Goncalves. Bruins are trying to clear it away. Both teams being very aggressive at Pensacola's offensive side of the field. That one rolls out of bounds. It'll be a goal kick for the Bruins. 3.5 left to go. Monshewski taking his time. Ball headed back and forth, a little volleyball action. That volleyball match will start in about 40 minutes. Bruins send the ball all the way upfield. They're just right now making sure Pensacola doesn't get off a shot. They get an opportunity, they'll extend the lead. Eagles come away with the steal. They have less than 3 minutes. Rolling toward the sideline and out of bounds. And we have a Bruins player down. That's going to stop the clock with about 2:37 showing. And the trainer's coming on out to the field. So we're going to pause here. Hopefully everybody's all right. We'll be right back in just a bit. ready to resume. Everybody appears to be all right. That's the best news of all. And we have about 2:37 left to go. Bob Jones University trying to hold on to a 3-2 lead. Pensacola Christian trying to tie it up at least. Eagles with the free kick all the way upfield. Bruins hold on to possession, and we have a high kick called against Hawkins. And Bob Jones will have a chance to send the ball all the way upfield. Time continues to wind down, around 2:20 to go. Right side of the box is Sandro Martinez. That one rolls toward the corner. Kept in play. Dribbled to the top of the box, and then Renzi with the shot, got underneath it and sent it up and over the crossbar for a goal kick. Lund doesn't have much time to take. Sets it up at the goal line. Allows his teammates to get upfield. Big boot towards Peterson with the header to Lee. Peter Waddy comes from behind and steals the ball away. Dribbling up the left sideline right in front of the bleachers. Two Eagles on defense get back to try to make it tough on Waddy, and the ball rolls out of bounds, and it's a Bob Jones throw-in. Of course, the Bruins very content to use up as much time as they're allowed to, and we're going to have a stop in play with the PCC Eagle down at midfield. I'm seeing that correctly. It looks like Clint Peterson down for Pensacola. They're doing a little cramp up maneuver. So if that's all it is, Peterson should be all right very soon. Hey, the official's going to allow the substitution. Samuel Barragon back onto the field for the Eagles. Approximately 1 minute remaining once we resume play. Bob Jones got on the board first. Mario Figueroa in minute 5. Pensacola tied it up in minute 22 on the goal from Gabe Burton. Pensacola then scored the next 2 goals. Victor Muanopoli in minute 42. Then after halftime, Conley Burke in minute 56. And then the long shot and the goal by Lourenco Goncalves in minute 59. Clint Peterson is up, but because the trainer came out, Peterson will have to come off the field. Bob Jones will have the throw-in. Approximately 1 minute to go. There's the whistle, and we're back underway for the final minute. Muanopoli being guarded by Miklas. Dribbles past his defender. Eagles have less than a minute to work with. All sent back towards midfield. Gaddis tries to hit it to the outside. Waddy will send this one upfield. And the pass to Augustine, a little too strong and out of bounds. Throw in for the Bruins. We have about half a minute remaining. Throw in to Waltrip. And Waltrip for Pensacola throws it back in very quickly. Lorenzi finds Muanopoli. 2 defenders. Waltrip one of them and comes away with the steal. That is the game. Final score, Bob Jones University 3, Pensacola Christian College 2. So for the 3rd consecutive year, the Bruins from Bob Jones University win the South Region Championship and get the automatic bid to the NCCAA National Championship Tournament. Eagles fans, stay tuned because your team has a terrific opportunity. Of course, nothing official until further notice later on. Great opportunity at the at-large bid to Nationals. Well, we're going to mute the mic right now. Congratulations to the Bruins. Dean will turn the sound back on for the presentation. I'm going to head on into the gym and get ready for the women's volleyball South Region Championship between Bob Jones and Pensacola Christian. For all of us here at TBC, I'm Ray Bureau saying good night and God bless you from Trinity Baptist College.
At today's championship game. My name is John D. Jones. I'm the athletic director here at Trinity Baptist College, and we're going to have the banner presentation in just a moment. But before we do so, I want to publicly thank our game management staff for an outstanding job running this amazing tournament this week. Ray Burrow, the voice of the Eagles, did a great job calling all of the games. Certainly, Dean on camera, and Jamie and Amber Bird are our game management directors, have worked so hard, being here so many hours over the last week to run not only this tournament, but our volleyball tournament that is also going on at the same time. So thank you to all of our game management staff for an outstanding job, and also Coach Dan Robertson, our head men's soccer coach, in organizing as the host coach. So much of the work and the banquet and everything else that went into running a successful tournament. We want to congratulate each one of those individuals on a job well done. At this time, we will present the banner, and before I do so, I want to congratulate Pensacola Christian College, the Screaming Eagles, on a terrific tournament, terrific run through the tournament, and outstanding competition. Without further ado, I present to you the 2022 South Region Men's Soccer Champions, Coach Greg Fulton, and the Bob Jones University Bruins. Congratulations, guys.
Thank you.
Yeah, congratulations.
Thank you, sir.
Congratulations. Congratulations, Coach. Yep. Yes. Absolutely. The Bruins are walking out towards their fans on the other side of the field with the banner. And then we'll try to get a shot of them as a team when they come back this way towards the camera for the fans that are watching at home. Bob Jones, if we could get you to come over here one more time in front of our video camera for your fans back home, they'd love to get an up-close look at you with the banner. I'm sure they would appreciate seeing that as well. So we have several hundred viewers that are right now tuning in from your fans back home. And once again, congratulations to the 2022 men's soccer Division II regional champions of the NCCAA, the Bob Jones University Bruins. Lots of hi moms and to all the folks back home in Greenville, congratulations. And we know this team will be an outstanding representative of the South region at the national tournament in Kissimmee in a couple of weeks. So without further ado, I'm John D. Jones, the athletic director representing Ray Burrow, Dean Burrow, and all the game crew staff. And thank you for tuning in and supporting this great event. We will be live once again in just a short time for our South Region Volleyball Championship down in the gymnasium, also between Bob Jones and Pensacola.